Were you able to sign up for that home?
No, my life is so full. I'm trying to figure it all out.
That's fair.
Hi, everybody. We'll get started in just 1 minute. Well, we'll let Harry finish singing. He's done, so I guess we'll be ready. Let's see. I have too many tabs open, and y'all are in my way. I need like 4 monitors in order to really be able to like do all the things. How is everybody doing this morning? It's still morning. I can say morning.
Doing great. Busy.
Good. Good. We like busy. Uriel, I appreciate the thumbs up. All right. I am going to respect our time today because this is a 30-minute class. And if you have ever taken a class with me, you will know that mine are usually an hour and I never get through everything I'd like to say. So this is a challenge for me just as much as it's a challenge for you. I want to set a little bit of expectations. This is the first of many of these kind of 30-minute lunchtime sessions we're going to do. KWRI is creating and sending out a lot of these one-page models around lead gen. The idea is not that you would do every single thing we're going to lay out for you. That is not a great idea. That is not the plan. The plan is pick 1, maybe 2 that you're really passionate about, that you really enjoy, that you really want to do and be really good at them. So I'm going to walk through this Instagram model. And if the thought of doing this every day makes you want to pull your hair out, then the Instagram model is not for you. And we'll find another one that fits you better. So as we're releasing these, next week I'm doing Facebook, and then there'll probably be a little bit of break while I do some transition-y things. And then we'll launch these again. But there is going to be something for everybody. There's going to be something around events, something around newsletters, something around community farming, something around, you know, different social media platforms, lots of different options to choose from. So again, if you get through this class today and go, man, I'm not excited about that at all. You know, it feels like nails on a chalkboard to me to think about doing it, then take this model and put it down and look for something else. That's okay. Okay. So I want to be really clear that like, this is not for everybody, and that's fine. This does not need to be for you. So take everything I'm about to say with a grain of salt. Agreed? The last thing I want is for me to start throwing out one-page models at you and you try to do all of them simultaneously. Yeah, we're not trying to have nervous breakdowns. That's not the plan here. Okay. So this is the 30+ deals per year with Instagram. This is a proven model. We took this from a gentleman named Elio, who's a KW agent in Texas. I will introduce you to his Instagram a little bit later so you can take a look at what he's doing. But these are not made up numbers. These are proven numbers based on his model and his system that he graciously shared with all of us. So I want you to know that that's where this came from. James Shingleton, I haven't seen you in forever, and it's really nice to see your face in my Zoom box. All right, sorry, I just noticed. I was excited. Okay, so the way I described this yesterday in our business meeting is this is the IKEA furniture of Instagram. That means you follow the steps, you do the thing, and at the end of the day, you have what you set out to make. That's the goal. All right, so this is very much meant to be plug and play. Do steps 1 through 6, get results. That's the plan. If you want to get creative with this, I can't stop you. And there's no reason why you need to. Okay, we're trying to make it real simple. I'm not calling any of you an idiot, but I'm going to say that this is an idiot-proof system in that it would, if you do it right and you follow the steps, it's really hard to mess it up. Fair enough? So these are the 6 steps we're going to walk through today. At the end of today, I will give you links to several resources, one of which will be this entire model on a nice one sheet that you can have and take home. So feel free to take really good notes, but I'm also going to give you all the steps and all the breakdowns that are in this presentation because I am going to go fast because we only have 30 minutes. Fair enough? Cool. All right. So really quickly, just to walk through each steps. Step number 1 is going to be to find a lending partner. We'll talk more about why and what a good lending partner for this particular system looks like. Number 2, create an Instagram business account. You may have an Instagram already. I would assume most of you in this class probably have an Instagram. It may be set up as a personal. It may be set up as an influencer. For the sake of this model, a business account is going to be what's most beneficial for you. And I'll explain the pros and cons of why later. I'll also explain to you, if you have a personal account, how to transition it to a business account. And if you don't have an account at all, how to create a business account. Okay. The third piece of this model is to follow 20 people every day. You might say, like, I don't know enough people to follow 20 people every day. I'm going to help you figure out how to find the people you're going to follow. Next is post daily. I'm going to give you a calendar for what you should post every day and what that can look like. Number 5 is going to be create a reply or conversation template. That means when somebody DMs you, sends you a direct message as a result of your Instagram, you're going to have a templated response that you send to every single one of them. And I'm going to show you what that should include, what it should look like. After that, just respond to every DM as soon as possible. And then we'll talk about what follow-up looks like after that. But these are the steps we're going to walk through, okay? First step is find a lender partner. You may already have a lending partner you like to work with. They may be a fine addition to this particular system. Here is what you are looking for with a lending partner. They need to have a pre-approval application link. You need to be able to do that process digitally, because that's going to be a part of your direct message that you're sending them. Hi, Serena, I see your question. Can you explain it?
Yeah, I get a lot of spam mail on Instagram from promotional advertisers.
When I get
so
to that,
curious.
Yeah, when I get to that post, I'll
Okay.
explain how to filter and choose what to answer. Yeah, because no is the answer. Don't answer them.
Okay.
Yeah, fair question. By the way, y'all, like, I can barely see the chat. So if you say something in the chat and I ignore you, feel free to come off mute and just ask me, because I have limited screens and lots to look at. So if we're finding a lending partner, you want someone with an online link that's going to be a part of your system, and you want someone who wants to play this game with you. What that means is this is someone who is also going to engage with these leads as they come through, and who is committed to communicating to you when those people fill out an application. You may have a lending partner that you love, that is great, that isn't comfortable in the digital space, or that doesn't have an online link to their application, or that isn't in a place where they're going to want to move at the speed you're going to want to move at. It's okay to have a partner that's specific to this and use a different partner for everything else. If you are from my offices, our preferred lender is Debbie McNeil, and she already knows about this. Her and I sat down and had a conversation about it. She is prepared and ready to do this. She understands that when somebody fills out the app link, it's going to ask them who their realtor is. She's immediately committed to calling you and letting you know that, you know, someone has filled out the application, and keeping you apprised of the process, really doing that follow-up in tandem with you, which is going to be really helpful. If you need her app link, it's in her email signature. So you can grab it from her, or shoot me an email and I will send it to you. But our partner in office is Debbie McNeil, and she's really excited to do this with us. So she's already, we walked through this model together. She's excited about the process and excited to help you. Again, if you have a preferred lender, have this conversation with them. Say, listen, I'm going to really lean into this. This is what I expect it to look like. This is what I would want from you in return. Is that something you're ready to do with me? And if not, you know, find somebody who's going to be specific to this particular type of lead gen. Any questions around what we're looking for in a lender? See something in the chat. Oh, yay, Debbie is amazing. You are right. I love her.
Can I ask a question?
Yep, you can.
So when it comes to our lending partner that we're choosing that has an online application link, is it important that they are also on Instagram and they are also doing daily posts on Instagram?
Not essential, definitely an asset, but not an essential part of the process.
Okay.
Yeah. Next, we're going to create or switch to a business account. Now, I will let you know that yesterday I did both. I walked through the process of creating a business account from scratch, and I walked through the process of turning a personal account into a business account. It was very simple. And rather than taking our very limited time to walk you through that process, I have a very helpful link on how to do it. And it walks you through both, whether you want to turn a personal into a business page or create a business page from scratch. Why, when I'm copy and pasting my links, are they not being linky? This is like a fun new thing. Hold, please. Copy the link. Okay, it's messy, but it works. Okay. So that's a great article on both. Here is why you want to create an Instagram business account. You want to create a business account because it gives you access to Instagram insights. This is going to let you know what posts are doing well, what people, it's like, you know, the back end statistics that you can see on a Facebook business page. Gives you access to those. You can add a contact button in your Instagram bio. It's going to give you the option to like put in your office location or a map or anything like that. It's also going to give you the option to add links in your Instagram stories. These are things that a typical account doesn't have access to. It's going to allow you to advertise on Instagram. So if you want to run a paid ad about a listing, an event, anything like that, this is going to give you the ability to do that. You can't do that on a personal account. Jamie, I'll get to that question in just a second. It's an excellent question. And the last thing is, and this is semi-exclusive, posting on Instagram from Command is coming. It's in labs right now, but it's only going to be able to post to a business page, just like our Facebook can only post to a business page. So you want to simplify your posting and your lead gen and all of those things by running it all through one system. Having a Instagram business account is going to be ideal for you. As far as whether business account versus creator account, a creator account has a lot of the same features. However, that obviously, Lene, I happen to know you're not in Command, so the Command connection isn't as big a deal for you. But I am told that the business account is the better way to go. And I didn't have enough. I looked at the difference between business and personal. I didn't spend a lot of time investing in business versus creator. So I would have to do a little bit more looking at that, but everything I read was very specific in telling me that a business account was the better way to go. I just didn't really push at the why, if I'm being honest. Yeah, Serena, I know that you're
a question real quick. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you're trying to do reels, and maybe Serena's better to answer this.
Yeah.
If you have a business account, you can't get the trending music. So how do you address that?
That is what I've been
Creator
told.
account.
And that is why some people are choosing a creator account. And really the answer comes down to, you know, what are your goals with it? And my guess would be if that is a really big part of what you're doing, then maybe the creator account would be fine. And again, I haven't looked at it enough to know. I know that that's the pro. The pro of doing the creator account is having access to the trending music. I don't have enough knowledge to know what the cons are as to why you would do a business account over a creator account. And that's what I would need to look into. Serena, was your big decision on making a creator account versus a business account having to do with that music accessibility?
Yes, and on the business account, you can do polls on your reels, and you can't with a creator account. So there's pros and cons to both, but if you're doing a lot of original content, meaning you're like making the voiceover and stuff yourself, then it doesn't matter. But if you want to do like those trendy reel things that I do, then creator account is, from what I understand, is better, but I could be wrong, and Instagram is always changing.
That was the other thing I was going to say. And this is like we said, this is a very specific model. So for this very specific model and the way you're going to use it, the business account is the way to go. You may choose that this model is not for you and that a creator account would be more beneficial for the model that you want to run. And I am certainly not here to stop you from that.
One last question.
Yep.
Is it possible to toggle between the two? So I know you can, like I changed my business account to a creator account.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible to change it back to business? Like, can you toggle between the two?
You can change it. It's not as easy as like a toggle button where like I can like decide on any given day. I mean, you could, but you have to like walk through like a several step process to switch it over. So you 100% can. It wouldn't be something you'd want to be doing on the daily though, I would think.
Okay, quick question before you start.
Yep.
To Lene, could you do a business account and a creator account, and then you could toggle easily through those two? I mean, it would be two different accounts, so people would have to follow both, but it gives you the toggle
Yes.
option and all the things.
You 100% could. I have 4 Instagram accounts.
Okay.
All that to be said, again, we are talking about one specific option model. You don't have to choose this one. That's fine by me. The next part of this process is to follow 20 new people every day. There is a culture on Instagram that you follow me, I'll follow you back. I don't know about you, but I get a bunch of random people following me all the time. I know that their goal is that I will follow them back. I don't follow the rules, so I don't follow them. But that's the goal, right? And it will help build your audience if you're following people, but you want to be following the right people. So let's talk about how to find them. First thing you're going to do is follow everybody that's suggested by the app. The app every day is going to give you little suggestions of like, hey, you may know XYZ. I don't know about you. Sometimes I'm like, whoa, how did that person know that I know that other person? And all of those things. I find it a little creepy, but it works. You're going to follow everybody that's suggested. You're also going to search your favorite hashtags. You want to find people like you who like the same things you like. So you're going to search, maybe you're going to search hashtag real estate. I'm not looking to, follow a bunch of agents, but I might search hashtag Black Diamond, hashtag Enumclaw High School, hashtag, things that are specific to the area I live in. I'm also going to use the geo-targeting feature. If you are not aware of what geo-targeting is in Instagram, I was going to sit here and walk through the whole process of what that looks like in our 30 minutes, but I realized with about 30 seconds of Google, you can answer your own question. So I'm going to empower you to get that knowledge on your own of geotagging on Instagram. But basically, when you post a post, you can say where you are, you can say the place. And if you search that place, you can see everybody else who's posted in that place. So I did it yesterday. I actually searched this office. By the way, y'all from my office, start tagging this office because everything on there was super old, or it was Serena's face. She's killing all of you at the geotagging. So if I were to say really want to work in the city of Enumclaw, I'm going to see who else is tagging the city of Enumclaw. And then I'm going to start following those people as well because I know they're in my area, right? I'm going to follow the people who tag the high school. I'm going to follow the people who tag the local coffee shop, the local businesses I want to partner with, those kinds of things. Those are the people I'm going to follow. I'm also going to use that geotagging to my advantage, right? I'm going to start tagging the places that I want my stuff to pop up on a lot. And then obviously you're going to follow back any followers. So they follow you, you follow them. Yeah. That's the karma of the internet. You do it for me, I'll do it for you kind of thing. Again, this is all a part of a specific model. If you are already looking at, I think we're on slide 4. If you're on slide 4 and you're going, I don't want to follow 20 people a day, that's fine. The Instagram model is not for you. Pick a different one, that's okay. You won't hurt my feelings. The next step number 4, is to post every single day. So this has, yes, Serena.
So I have questions about the 20 followings a day.
Yep.
On a separate type of influencer training I was on, they said to not follow more people than are following you. It just doesn't look good. And so I deleted a bunch of my followers that I was following because of that rule of thumb, because I really don't have that many followers in terms of what I want. I want to have 10,000 followers, but right now I have 1,100. So now I'm trying to stay under that 1,000 mark of following. I just don't know if I should just just push that theory aside and see just how this one works?
You know, you're the only one who's going to be able to answer that for yourself. What I can tell you is that this is a proven model.
Mhm.
And I don't know who you were talking to or what their success rate is. So I really don't know how to speak to it. What I can
This
say
guy has like
is
500,000 followers. So I was like, oh, maybe he's right. But then again,
but he has 500,000
500,000
followers. So he can say, right? Like follow
Yeah.
less than 500,000 people is really easy to say.
yes.
So again, what I'm going to say is, and this shouldn't be a surprise to anybody with KW, is I'm going to say follow the model, right? This is a model that we know works in this industry for the purpose that we're trying to create. Our goal is not to be giant social media influencers necessarily. Our goal is to sell real estate. And I know that this model works. That's what I can tell you. All right. Posting daily. So we are going to post every day. We are going to, this is a template for what you can post. Again, you want to get creative here. I can't stop you. Go for it. I don't think there's anything wrong with being creative in the what you post. The idea behind this is to make it really, really easy. Yeah. And again, this is content that they know is engaging, that they know works, that they know leads to people filling out applications, purchasing homes, selling homes. Again, that's the goal. Yeah, we're really excited about getting a lot of likes and follows and all of those things. And if they don't lead where you're trying to go, it doesn't matter, right? So on Mondays, he posts a cool house with an inspirational quote. On Tuesdays through Thursdays, he posts videos of properties, neighborhoods, or happy customers. You will see that he does a lot of video. I'm going to show you his Instagram in just a second. On Friday, a call to action, invite your followers to an open house or an event of some sort. And on Saturday and Sunday, he tours new construction, neighborhoods, or house walkthroughs. I am going to share my Instagram right now to you who just DM'd me and asked me about it. I have 4 Instagrams, but I have started an Instagram yesterday, my new business Instagram called Friendly Neighborhood Trainer. So if you go to @friendlyneighborhoodtrainer and find me and follow me, you all will be the very first post on my brand new Instagram. So we're going to take a picture. Someone's following me. Hi, Jay. You're actually the second person following me. I tested it yesterday. But we're going to smile and talk about how we're training. Ready? Everybody smile. You're on my Instagram. So I am going to post this to Instagram. It's going to be my first post, but you can follow me there. That's where I'm going to actually talk about all of the other training that I'm doing. It's where I'll have updates about classes like this. And if you follow me, I'll follow you back because, you know, I can be your first of 20 for the day. I'm going to make that cute later. So I'll post you all in a minute. But that is my Instagram @friendlyneighborhoodtrainer. Serena, is your hand still up in real life or is it just still up because you forgot to put it down? Cool. Okay.
I forgot.
That's fine. Someone is singing happy birthday in the training room next to me and it's very distracting. Okay, I am going to take, a break from this for a second to show you the Instagram that has inspired this. So this is Elio the Realtor. You can go follow him @Elio Realtor. Highly suggest it. His content is very engaging. And you will see a few things that I really like about his Instagram. First of all, you'll see that you can tell exactly what he does with just a scroll through. He's in almost everything he posts, which I appreciate. He's the brand, right? You want to work with Elio, which I like. You'll see that he's following his own models. So he's got the houses here. He's got a lot of people commenting. He's showing happy customers. He was speaking at Mega Agent Camp, so he was talking about that event. He hosted some giveaways. You always see him in a house, even the fun ones he's doing with music. I think I'm still sharing my sound, so this should work. So he is using those trending sounds with a business account. So we may want to look further into that. But you can see, I mean, that's inside a house. He's always talking about it. His contact information is in everything he posts. He's really consistent about posting about his business. The other thing I want to point you to is Elio's link tree. At the end of this training, if you don't know what a link tree is or how to create one, I'm going to post a link that kind of walks you through what a link tree does. But I really like his link tree because you can see it's a bunch of different things. He lives in an area where flood mapping is important, so it gives you access to that, access to his home search link. But you can see there's a looking to buy new construction. How much is my property worth? Click here to receive a personal home list. Interested in selling your home? Here's a secret. Every single one of these links leads to the same Google Sheet. He's just collecting information. Every single one you click on takes you to a buyer questionnaire or a seller questionnaire. That's all he has. He has two, but he's made it look very customized, right? So, oh, I'm looking to do this. He knows at the end of the day, you're either a buyer or a seller. So all of these links in this link tree lead to the same place. Again, if you have more questions about Linktree, I'm going to post a how-to in the chat. Serena, we can talk about your Linktree. So yeah, follow Elio. I haven't looked at his story today. Let's see what he posted. He's waiting on a seller on a Zoom call. How exciting for him. He's using those links. Click the link in my bio. Almost everything in his links leads to his link tree, leads to that questionnaire. Everything he's doing is just trying to get you to fill out that questionnaire, send him your information. Like, again, this is leading to the link tree. He's talking about it coming soon. He's showing off the office. There's a quote. Talks about when there's a new post. He's always putting his phone number here. And click to here to get started. Guess where that goes? To the link tree. 100% of the time. So I think a lot of times we get caught up in this, oh, I've got to create special content for this and special content for that and special content for this. And really, like, he's running the same play over and over again. Go to my link tree, fill out my survey. Like, it's that simple. We don't need to complicate it. Serena, which story?
The one with the floating phone. Did he use Canva to make that, or?
I have an answer for you.
Great. Mackenzie, what's the answer?
It's kind of a process. I figured out at a family reunion last year. You make the GIF in Canva. You have to put it into another website, which, Serena, if you come see me or text me or email me, I can find it on my computer. And then you can upload it into Instagram.
Okay. Yeah. This is Mackenzie, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I can show Crystal and she can shoot it out to everybody.
That's, yeah, I can make a Loom video around it. We can walk
Okay.
through it.
Okay.
Find me on Friday.
Friday. Gotcha.
All right.
Sorry, on my calendar.
Cool. I lost my slide deck. Any questions, other questions about Ilio's Instagram? Now, he's got some production value behind these. He's bringing a camera guy with him. He's got a lapel mic. He knows what he's doing with the graphics. Like, we know that. We can see all of that. I don't want you to be intimidated by his production value, because that's not where he started. Don't think I've got to be, Hollywood level production before I can do this. Just start doing the activities. And the more you do the activities, the more you'll learn little pieces that you can add to make it better, but don't let that stop you. I like to say a C- is still a 70%, and a 70% is way better than a 0%. So be okay with doing 70% and working your way to that A+ work, because 70% effort is still way better than 0. Okay.
Would you say that in the meantime, if you don't have the production value, to fill it with more personal life stuff, like you doing your job, but
In this
like, I
particular
don't know.
model, I would say you can do all the same things. You're just going to do it like with your iPhone in your hand, right? You're going to do it. You're just not going to hire the film guy to come film it for you, right? Like you're just going to hold up your phone and do the activity. The steps are still the same.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah. So you're going to post your posts. And then you're going to create a templated DM response. This is why there's a million ways to create a template. So I'm not going to get into the nuance of like how you want to template your email. I don't care. Make a choice that works for you. If it's me, I'm making it a note in my notes and I'm going to copy and paste it because that's what I'm comfortable with. I'm aware there are easier way to do it. That's the one I like. This is why you want to work with a lender with a application link, because that's going to be your response. Hey, thanks so much. This is you don't have to use these words. These are the words that Elio suggests in his model, but make it sound like you, right? Hey, thanks so much for reaching out. The first step in any home buying adventure is getting pre-approved. Here is a link to my preferred lender's application. This will help us to know how to begin. Let us know once you've applied and we can make some time to meet. This makes you sound exciting and engaging, but it also helps you to filter out the people who are just commenting to comment and the people who really want to do business. Because at the end of the day, your goal is to do business. So you're going to use this as a filter. You're really only going to reach out and be in contact with those people who fill out that application. Okay. To answer Serena's question, reply to any DMs ASAP. Speed to lead matters. Your DM templates will help you out a lot, but you might have messages from other realtors or possible partners too, right? So that's what you were talking about, Serena, with all of the like random DMs you're getting. If you have 3 leads and 3 agents asking for advice, get to the leads first. So that's a really nice way of just saying, filter out the junk that isn't worth your time and focus on the reason why you're there. This is a lead gen source. So you're going to reach out to the leads, you're going to ignore the spam, and you're eventually going to answer the agent who asked you a question, right? Like that's the idea. Does that make sense? James, I'm with you. Buy a new iPhone 14. Super fun. That's the whole model. From here, what you have is a list of people who have gotten pre-approved, who've worked with your lender, who you can now sit down and have a meeting with. And the goal is to get to the appointment. And I know that from the appointment, you all know what to do. You don't need me to tell you what to do there. So this is the goal. From Instagram to appointment, these are the 6 steps on how you get there. It really is that simple and that difficult simultaneously. Make sense? I'm going to open it up for questions in just a second, and I'm going to share all the links in the chat while I'm answering questions. But I'm wanted to let you know that next week I will be doing a similar 1-page model all around growing your sphere of influence through Facebook. So again, if the Instagram model scares you and this is not your deal, cool. Maybe Facebook is. Try again next week. I am happy to share that model as well. That is what I have for you. It's not an auto response, Serena. It is a template that he has to add. I will work on putting my Instagram up for those of you who are having trouble finding it. Let me get all the other links that I wanted to share with you first. I'm going to stop the screen share. Y'all can ask me questions. I see that there are people in the chat, but I'm trying to do like 12 things at once. So if you want to just come off mute and ask your question, that would be fabulous.
I have a quick question.
Go for it.
With the whole model to follow back the people that follow you, I guess realtors are a really big target for Bitcoin traders and virtual currency.
Okay.
And then I also get a lot of followers with invitation for fun that I don't necessarily have a time or interest in. Is the advice to follow back everyone that follows you, or to be selective? Like,
I am going to say, you know, use your best judgment.
Sure. So there's no algorithm that says
No,
by expanding it to this many people, you organically grow to that many people.
no, don't follow spam just to follow spam. The goal is to follow real people.
Got it. Oh, they're real people, but
But
like
I know what you
said,
mean. Yeah.
Spammy. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Any other questions for me?
Do you have any tips on how to make it more appealing to the people who are interested enough to read that template and like, well, I'd like to get pre-approved, but that's kind of a big step. I don't know this lender I'm being sent to. It seems like a lot of it would gain momentum right up until that step where they have to click to get pre-approved.
Mhm.
Any words of wisdom on getting through that step?
I think it's all in how you approach that DM message. And I mean, if you wanted to take the time in to add, you know, an extra level of communication there, I think you're more than welcome to do that. I think it would be hard to, you know, you don't have their phone number or their contact information at this point. So you couldn't like pick up a phone and encourage them to do those things. You could engage in continued, you know, conversation via DM, trying to help them understand the importance of it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You know, our goal is to make this as simple as possible and help you to filter out those people who are ready. Someone who's not ready to hit that link yet, they're going to keep following you. And eventually when they are ready to hit that link, they're going to do it. Serena.
Yeah, I think that's the point, is that the content that you put on your page gives them confidence that you know what you're doing and they like you. And then when they're ready, then they click the link. I think his point is he just keeps putting the link up in your face every which way you go, so that at the moment when you do become ready, you don't have to go searching for it.
Exactly. That's the exact goal. Like, and there is that whole link tree. It's not filled with that pre-approval. The whole link tree is filled with a Google form. So that's where you're getting their contact information. You can put it in your, whatever your database of choice is. Then you can add them to drip campaigns, all of those things. Serena, no smart plan for this because none of it takes place in anything that would be affected by a smart plan. This one sheet is the closest I can give you to a smart plan on the subject. Oh, I said I would try and find my Instagram. Let me see what I can do. I just created it yesterday. There it is.
Quick question, Crystal.
Yep.
So Instagram has basically almost gotten completely rid of static photos and everything else. So video is the only thing really that they're pushing out. Can you talk about that a little bit?
I can, and I can say that you're right, that that's true right now, and I can't guarantee it'll be right next month.
Right.
Unless it's a carousel.
If you a carousel, again, Instagram, we said this in the class that I taught with Serena, Instagram favors those who play with whatever their newest thing is.
Right.
So what I tend to see, because I've been working, most of what I did in my social media management prior to this company was Instagram focused. And what I can say is that I would see trends where new feature was launched and that's the thing that got the most push. And then it kind of went back to Instagram being Instagram the way you expect it to be. And it would be, you know, photos were the thing, because at the end of the day, they're going to come back to that all the time. And then a new feature would be launched and it would be what gets the push. And I see it happen in these waves. And you want to ride them and you don't want to overthink it too much. Consistency is more important than all of that.
Yeah, got it.
At the end of the day, Instagram has the same goal as everybody else, and that's to keep people on Instagram. So if you can do that just using the traditional tools, they're going to push you. Don't need to overthink it too much. But that being said, we live in a TikTok generation and people like a video. So if you can be comfortable putting yourself on video, you're going to see more success than if everything you post is a static photo. Jody, the Instagram posting for, you can do Instagram ads already as long as you have an Instagram business account through Command. Instagram posting will be available when it's done in labs. I can appreciate that KW is doing a really good job of not releasing things that aren't ready. They are testing, over testing, and retesting things before they launch them, and I can appreciate that. What I can tell you is when it launches, it will be just posts, not stories. It will have a carousel feature. So those are the things that are coming. Keep an eye out in your market center. Your market center tech trainer will be the first to know, and they will let you know. And they will know because I will tell them. You're welcome. Any other questions? I am happy to hang as long as you all have questions, but I also want to respect your time and let you go.
Thanks, Crystal.
You are welcome.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
One
Thanks,
quick
Crystal.
One quick question. So if we have questions going forward, reach out to our tech trainer or you on this particular model.
What market center are you in?
I'm in Central Oregon.
Who is your market center tech trainer?
Jess.
Oh, Jess. Jess can help you. So yeah,
Okay.
reach out to Jess. If she's got a question, she knows how to find me.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Thanks for coming, everybody. Any other questions before I hop off?
Thank you, Crystal. That was a great training.
Welcome. It's nice to see your face.
I'm back.
Yay. Cool. We're doing an MCTT check-in Friday afternoon at 3.
Okay.
I'll post the link in the Slack. Cool. All right. Thanks, everybody. See you later.